Всем привет, друзья! Мы продолжаем проходить Final Fantasy XVI на PS5, и мы отправляемся дальше, выполнять дополнительные задания. Постараюсь с ними не затягивать, чтобы быстрее переключиться обратно на сюжет, но опять же постараюсь. Куда-то я не туда свернул. Угу. Кстати, насчет способностей. Что-то забыл поменять. Что в итоге я делаю? Я возвращаю раму. Оставляю точнее эту хрень. И думаем. Ну, можно, в принципе, так поставить, наверное. На драку с боссом у меня 4 спала. Я думаю, вообще шикарно. Блин, зелень нету. Ну ладно. Ах ты, сука. Он взрывается. Я жив остался. Охренеть. Как-то он быстро взрываться начал, не?
This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Сколько вообще заданий набрал? Не многовато ли? Я думаю, сначала выполнить то, что есть на самом деле. Раз, два, три. Получается 3. Всего можно 5 вроде заданий активировать. Ну, с Блэкторном еще сейчас продолжится задание. Так, ладно. Давайте-ка начнем с Далимила.
Everything's back the way it was. I don't know how they did it.
I do. The hell of it.
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dallimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dallimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach.
Зашибись.
They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
Давай.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord
Victor
and
has
a
been
mayor?
collating reports on the bandits' encampments.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
I don't know
We may have bloodied the bandits' noses.
Still in Dallimil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver, just out there across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
The camp is in the desert to the north of here. You know what to do.
Да, только думаю похилиться. Торговец где-нибудь есть поблизости? Блять, он не поблизости. Короче, так справлюсь. Все нормально.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together. They'll be no match for us.
Come on. Faster! All right. Must be the Count Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke with his fingers! Take his head!
Too slow.
Да, блять, нажал же, сука, на R, блять, один. Урод, ебучий, а не ловкач ты, блять, ясно? Гнида. Как делишки, сука?
I better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
На город напали.
but That's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dallimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dallimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Весело.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a downright born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
В таверну. Да-да-да, там меня рады больше всего видеть. Ой.
Why do they always have to make
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
Да что ты?
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dallimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But
perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor,
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimill have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Не перегибай палку, Виктор.
Forget it. Do what you will.
Так, ясно,
I'm
блядь.
sure you're making the right choice, Lubor.
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
I'm going to go with him. Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong.
Просто люди идиоты. Всегда и везде. В основном. К сожалению. Это так. Я думаю, ни для кого не секрет.
I think we better.
Sounds like something's happening.
Take this crystal.
I heard it was Sid the Outlaw and Track the Fang. But if that's true...
Так, ладно, давайте-ка отправимся дальше. Вообще мне интересен этот очень сильный пиздатый меч, поэтому я вернусь в убежище, поговорю с Блэкторном. Может, они мне уже скажут, что нужно добыть, что нужно собрать, где это все взять и все в этом роде.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio.
Ah, the man himself. We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you. It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
Так.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
В смысле, мне ничего добывать не нужно? Мне просто сделают лучший меч в игре? За даром? Ну, это будет шикарно.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Ого. Нихуя себе меч. Ну, выглядит внушительно.
A sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better.
Вы издеваетесь?
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to
Только без меня.
friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Эскиз гибели богов.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive. The best. What's that for you, dear?
Орехалк, темносталь и примитивный боевой рожок. 375, нормально.
Anything else?
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's troubles then? That'd be something, eh? Are we...
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy.
А меч не поменялся, кстати. Почему не поменялся автоматически?
Covered in nicks and
О. И кому мне начистить лицо? Трехглавый ужас. Трехглавый ужас. Торговцы из каравана, что пересек пустыню Вилкруа, рассказали мне о встрече с гигантским зверем. По их словам, он похож сразу и на дракона, и на льва, и на скорпиона. Легко предположить, что это был просто мираж, игра измученного жарой воображения. Но ужас, застывший в их глазах, И холодный пот, покрывающий лбы во время рассказа, убеждает меня в обратном. Пустыня Вилкруа. Пустыня Вилкруа. Интересно, интересно. Так, но пока я хочу дальше добивать задания дополнительные. И брать новые, конечно же. Далимил. Да, я хотел в Тейборе взять задание. Ну и в Бокладе. Зелени купил. Косяк. Сейчас куплю.
Welcome, welcome. Anything else? A fine choice. Of course. Go safely.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
The greater number of our order live among the masses, hidden in plain sight. Even here in Tabor, our brothers and sisters pose as common folk. If anyone should reveal themselves to you, I beg you keep their true identity secret.
Lord Rosfield,
Вечные.
is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Хорошо.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Как мне надоело зевать, блять, вы знали.
My colleagues await you in Kretov, my lord. But say the word.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lost wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly.
Может сразу отправиться в Боклад? Ну и, кстати говоря, пустыня Вилкруа. Наверное, здесь этот противник. Ну, лютый который. Может сейчас его пойти вынести? Или сейчас у меня не получится? Не знаю. Ну, давайте не будем спешить. Я думаю, спешить некуда. И это, в принципе, бессмысленно.
What's happened? The
cards at the gate are right, old man.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Разумеется.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Я в шоке, как мне быстро дали задание. Хотя, может, с ней придется поговорить 2 часа. Надеюсь, что нет.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours. I know, but no buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El, what's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randala myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randala and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randala, then. Better not keep Eloise waiting.
What's happened?
What I wouldn't give for...
Looks like this is the...
When are they gonna let us?
Let's go.
Черт.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, with any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Вот и поговорили.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head.
Дракон!
Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can.
А дракон
but the
какой?
odds are against them. They need
Настоящий
help,
огромный
and
дракон
fast.
или виверна просто?
Theo.
В играх, потому что часто путают виверну и дракона.
Thank you, Clive.
Обычные
I'll
жители.
gather some men and join you there. Just make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Я понимаю, что момент напряженный, но, к сожалению, нужно уже заканчивать. Продолжим в следующей серии. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, а главное комментируйте, чтобы я мог с вами общаться. До скорых встреч!